Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable.
What? Yo,
I'm telling you, you know what?
Yo,
my GPS totally went off the radar. That's how lost I am.
Jay Howell, he says, I enjoyed his commentary with... Wait, what? Did he really just say that?
Jay, come on.
Son of a bitch! That's blasphemy. I can't say that. What's that word again?
Blasphemous!
Blasphemy!
Blasphemous!
Yeah.
Yo, Beth Phoenix replaced Renee Young is like putting 20 pounds of crap in a 10-pound bag.
But he used to he used to put it on his shoulders. He used to have them on his shoulders. So anyway, no, that was disgusting.
Coming on his shoulders.
You know, I just talked about a 10-minute segment in less than 30 seconds, and you just fucked it up.
Sorry.
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with, joining us from Wrestling POV Global, Elio Canella.
What's going on?
And, of course, the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people.
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
All right, we got the WWE Fastlane PPV Points game this weekend. And, it's kind of like a warm-up match to WrestleMania. And of course, the big prize of them all is either a $50 gift card or the Wrestling POV box. Nobody knows what's in this box, people. It could be a ruse, or it could be something really special. You never know what could be in there. And are you really going to take that chance?
What's in the box?
What's in the damn box? So
What is in the box?
No one knows. But then
I know what's not in the box. Our friendship, Elio.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I already starting, and Jesus Christ. All right, so now I got another announcement. The Wrestling POV president was kind enough to get me an assistant for the show.
What?
Yes, what? I have an assistant, so that way if we ever have a problem and we need to look something up, we can get the hard-hitting answers right away. Right away. Like, ask me a question. Anything.
How long is the Great Wall of China?
Okay, now watch this. Hey Google, what's the question?
How long is the Great Wall of China?
How long is the Great Wall of China?
The Great Wall of China has a length of 69.541273 million feet 0 inches.
There you go. See,
Damn.
So anything that we want to know, like, you know what? Let's make a wrestling question. Hey Google, how many times has Ric Flair won the championship?
According to Wikipedia, Flair is officially recognized by WWE as a 16-time world champion, although the number of his world championship reigns varies by source, ranging from 16 to 25.
There you go. See, that's how we roll here, man.
Why do we have Miguel Cole? Oh, hell no! I'm not getting replaced by technology!
He's your assistant, Rick.
What does he assist me in?
Taking all your bills and not taking all your bills.
No, definitely not.
Running up your bills.
Eating all my food.
But he is the official sound guy of Wrestling POV. So there it is. Damn it. So I have my own assistant. So that way, if I need it's really for the show. You know, we can't look at it. We ask the Google. So we call her Miss Google. That's her name.
Google.
That is going to be her name, Miss Google.
Miss Google.
There. All right. So we got lots to talk about this week. Of course, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And, of course, we're going to give our predictions on the Wrestling POV pay-per-view points game, Fastlane. A lot of championship matches this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize how many championship matches were in this.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to be a champion by the end of this show. By the end of Fastlane, for sure. I've been saying it for a long time now. It's about goddamn time I get it back.
But what if I end up being the champion again, or what if Miguel throws a puppet wrench into your plans?
You know, old man Tom is going to accuse you of cheating, Elio.
Oh, I know.
I think it's because he's never won. I think that's the problem there.
And I'm sure they're all mistaken.
Yeah, it's absolutely right.
Cheaters never win. I won, therefore I didn't cheat.
How many times you won the belt, Elio?
I believe it's 3 times.
Damn! Good God! Have you won any other titles? I think you did, didn't you?
I think I won the overseas one. No, no. Which
the interstate?
The interstate. That's it. The interstate.
But you haven't won the overseas, huh?
I haven't won the overseas.
That's the only one you're missing?
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't you a third award?
No,
definitely not.
I tried. All right, so before we go any further, let's do the Facebook poll and hater comment of the week. Of course, from my rumors from last week, and we did talk about it in depth because we were pretty upset, and which was the whole Taz rumored to be going into the Hall of Fame this year. Elio, now, I'm sure you heard our thoughts on Taz getting into the Hall of Fame. Rumored, sorry. What are your thoughts on if the rumor is true of Taz going into the Hall of Fame?
No, he just needs to stay away from the Hall of Fame.
Get
out! No, I'm not a fan of Taz.
He's like, no.
Not a fan of Taz at all.
All right, now I'm going to read some of these questions. Not questions, sorry. Some of these comments from our Facebook page. And a lot of them I agree with, and they made sense, but a lot I do not. And Rick, I know a lot of this is going to make your blood boil.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just...
I did see the results of the poll. I can't believe that.
But
I can't believe it.
Now, check out these comments, though. Cliff Kenny, he said he should, and Tommy Dreamer.
What?
Yes. Adam,
you don't listen to Wrestling POV Global. That's what you're going to say. Yo, you know what? That is a hater of wrestling.
Come out of our book.
Exactly.
Then we come out of the book to go into the Hall of Fame.
Oh shit, that's right.
the
I
thing,
forgot.
That guy
Tommy Dreamer's at these guys' book of shame.
Yeah, this guy hates Wrestling POV in general. He's just like, yo, I love Taz, I love Tommy Dreamer.
He might be the top
that's it. We're done. We don't need to read anymore. We got the hater. Go ahead.
Adam Schwabel, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. He says, I think ECW as a promotion should be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
What?
Because of its contributions to the wrestling business. Now, this is where it gets really messed up. Cliff Kenny, he responded to his comment and says, "Oh, I fully agree. And WWE acknowledged ECW made them what they were in the Attitude Era." That is bullshit.
What?
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Yo.
Yes.
I'm lost.
I'm dead serious. This dude just really Cliff Kenny responding to Adam Schwabel.
Cliff Kenny.
Swear to cow.
You are what? What? Yo,
I'm telling you, you know what?
Yo,
my GPS totally went off the radar. That's how lost I am.
Yo, this guy got the zingers. Miguel, would you play the drums? No, he's not funny.
He's not funny. Jesus Christ! Wow,
Cliff.
Why is
Kenny.
he giving him shit? Anyway.
Because they talk about me so much on Wrestling POV Global. Like, come on, keep my name out of your mouth.
Right? Nah, he's... Anyway, before I go on and read any more comments, we here at Wrestling POV fully acknowledge that we have an obsession for some odd reason, and I don't know why. Don't message us and say you guys are messed up, because we know that. But we do acknowledge that we have an infatuation and worship Cardi B. So I am going to take this moment to dedicate this to Cardi B. So, righty then. All right, that's it. All right, so now Mark Granell. Okay, that sounds good. He says Rob Van Dam should go in first.
Definitely.
And I agree with that. Absolutely. He has had an amazing career, but I think Taz and Dreamer should go in as well. If Taz, he just ruined it.
No.
He just ruined it. He says if Taz is going in this year, the WWE is missing a perfect opportunity if they don't announce it in Philly. So I guess when he's talking about when Raw was in Philly. Yeah. All right. So Tony Gutierrez, I'm assuming, he says, but also RVD did a lot more in his career in the WWE than Taz. So he says, he didn't say that, but he says, he responded and he says, that's what I'm saying. RVD's career as a while was better. Okay, whatever. Billy Mimimah.
Oh, Mimimah.
Yeah, that one. Mimimah. He says Sabu made Taz. Without Sabu, Taz would have been a mid-carder his entire career. In every match they had, Sabu carried Taz. I kind of agree with that.
Listen.
But
true.
And the thing of it is, Sabu did more in WWE than Taz.
And that's true. But also, Tony, the thing that people are forgetting, Sabu's trash too. Not only as a wrestler, but as a human being.
Yeah, he got his Twitter account suspended.
Yeah.
Did he really? He did?
Yes, for another homophobic remark.
Oh, my God. Wow. Anyways, Sam Braun, he replied to that Billy's comment. He says, I can't say I agree or disagree. I think he was worth pushing along with Sabu, but he wasn't WWE main event material in my opinion, where Sabu was. Wow. John Carey, he said, I do think Taz should be in the Hall of Fame, and you, sir, can go fuck yourself. Son of a bitch.
What is going on?
What is wrong with these people? All right. Matthew Christopher Maeda, he said, watch it by some group photo op Hall of Fame like ECW Originals, and I'm not reading that. He didn't make that no sense. I'm not going to read that. Not going to do it.
Don't do
Son
it.
of a bitch. Okay, I won't. All right, Matt Schatz? Yeah, sure. He says, what impact did Taz have on the WWE?
None.
None.
Exactly.
He also followed with, by the way, I was a huge fan of Taz in ECW and in WWE. So he kind of backtracks there. What the hell is going on? Brad Barney, he replied to it, WWE Hall of Fame has been about overall career, or else guys like Vern Gagne and Nick Bockwinkel would never be inducted. No. Matt Schatz, he responded by saying, yep, he spent some time in ECW. He did some decent things. He's not worthy of going into the Hall of Fame before Owen, British Bulldog, Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow. Great matches between Taz and Bigelow. I think it was Heatwave. Yeah, he might be right. And quite a few of other wrestlers. Ian Emalia, these names. He says it's not just the WWE, but anything under the WWE umbrella. Taz did more for ECW than Bulldog did for WWF. What?
Nah.
Wow.
Nah.
I have to say, at the start of this podcast, I was driving along the road so comfortably. I had the entire lane to myself. The GPS turned on once these comments started. I swerved off the road somewhere.
Wow.
He already used that joke. What is this guy doing?
Oh, man.
Yo.
Jesus.
Yo, these comments.
I think it was funny.
Yo, good Lord and Cardi B, son.
Oh, my God. All
My
right.
head is still hurting.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to read these last few here, and then I'll give you the poll results. And trust me, I think we're all going to shut the show down after I read all this. Matt Novak, he said Owen Hart, the British Bulldog, Kane, Vader, The Undertaker, Demolition, Paul Heyman, Goldust, William Regal. I could list at least another 50 guys before Taz even got into contention. Tori effing Wilson? Why? So China only gets in because of DX, and someone who could actually wrestle like Victoria isn't in yet? And then he posted a GIF saying, what?
Matt.
That's unbecoming of you, Matt.
Like that was fine. The beginning was fine, but the second part, that's not what we were asking.
Well, I think that's when news broke out that Tori Wilson was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. So he just also responded.
He's doing his correspondent job.
Yeah, he was doing his correspondent job, what we pay him to do. Not out of my pocket, by the way. Mike Braddock. Yeah, that's weird. All right, Mike Braddock, he said if there was an ECW Hall of Fame, then hell yeah, he deserves to go in. You know, I kind of agree with that. I have to agree with that. WWE Hall of Fame is a different story, though. Delgado Augustine, he says, might as well. Coco Beware got in, and he lost a lot. At least Taz defeated Kurt Angle in his debut. Jesus. Jay Howell, he says, I enjoyed his commentary with... Wait, what? Did he really just say that?
Jay, come on.
Son of a bitch!
Taz was on commentary.
You know what? Didn't he do this before?
Yes.
That son of a bitch. Jay, what in Cardi B are you doing?
No, Taz was turbo on commentary.
Should I finish reading what he said?
Yeah, go ahead.
Might as well. Jesus, Jay, you just ruined it. Everything was going well, and you ruined it. Well, he wrote when he was younger. So we might excuse him for that. I was thinking about putting his ass back in the book for that comment.
Yeah.
But he said when he was younger. So I think he'll get a pass. Wait, let me finish reading it, though. When people didn't know as much as they do now about the inside workings, but the more I knew, the more I dislike him, so hell no. All right. He saved himself. He saved himself. All right, so the poll results, and this just downright pisses me off. 83% says yes, he deserves it.
83.
Yes.
Wait, 83. How many said no?
17% said hell no.
Disgusting.
That's not only disgusting. That's blasphemy. I can't say that. What's that word again?
Blasphemous.
Blasphemy. Yeah, let's try that one more time because we suck. That's blasphemy. I got it. It's preposterous. You gave me 2 more seconds. I'm about to say that too. And it's churlish. It's churlish. And I don't like it. I don't.
No, you know what? I think hater comment of the week goes to all 83% of those people.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. But we still got another couple polls here.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Oh, no. We got one more poll. And the poll is from last week's show. We wanted to put Renee Young in the book. Mm-hmm. Now, I wanted to be fair. So that way I wanted to give the fans, the viewers, the listeners, the audience a chance to express their opinion on why she should go in the book or why she shouldn't go into the book, and to put it as a vote. And if the voting was in favor, then we would put her in the book. But if it wasn't, then we wouldn't put her in the book.
Okay.
So now I'm going to read it, and then Elio, I want your thoughts on this. Does Renee Young's commentary belong in the book with all the other ridiculousness of the wrestling world? So Elio, do you really think that Renee Young belongs in the book?
I'm not really a fan of Renee Young. Renee Young's commentary is just terrible. When I hear her every week, it is so bad.
It's just getting terrible. Worse and worse and worse.
Every week. I
mean, I can say the same about you on Wrestling POV Global.
Jesus Christ.
Damn! I'm not that bad. Come on.
Damn! Wow.
I don't care if she's from Toronto. She's still terrible. I want to comment.
Wow, Rick, what are your thoughts? You're the one that put this one up.
She's bad,
but we all talked about it. But
I mean, this past week she was even worse. I think she solidified her spot this week.
Yeah,
her jokes are ridiculous.
Her jokes are ridiculous.
They're not funny.
She doesn't know who to pick, who to side with. It's just back and forth.
She doesn't. It's ridiculous.
Lord. Terrible.
All right, so Andrew Gomez, he says she's doing a great job being Byron Saxton.
Pardon? Wait. Excuse me? What was that?
Wow, he says she's doing a great job being Byron Saxton.
Excuse me, Bart Simpson, breakfast burrito man. He's the best.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's your new friend, right, Miguel?
That's his best friend. Yeah.
No, we talk. We tweet each other all the time.
All right, Timothy Hunt. He says she is doing great. Her talent is best served in the ESPN job, though. She is a more relatable and lovable Michelle Beadle. All right, yeah, sure.
No.
No. Kenneth Flowers, he says she seems to be doing better during the women's matches than the men's.
No.
What?
Ian, Jesus. Is this the same guy from the other poll? Sounds like it. Anyway.
Sounds like
it. I don't understand the question, but she's awesome.
Yo!
Wait a minute, what's not to understand about the question? The question was straightforward. Does she belong in the book or doesn't
she? Exactly. Jesus, man. Mike Braddock, he says Renee needs to be replaced. I can't stand listening to for 3 hours. She brings nothing to the table. She's the Percy Watson of Raw.
Damn.
Oh,
wow.
Yo, what's going going after all the African Americans, man?
Right?
Yeah.
Marilyn Perez, I guess she was responding. Oh, I don't think Percy's going to be with them much longer. Okay. Not what I was asking. Not what I was asking. Matt Shaz again. He says, can't stand listening to her say, says a lot about your bedroom life. What the hell? Jesus.
What?
Wow. And then actually he was responding to Mike Braddock. So Mike Braddock responded to that. Are you fucking serious, dude? That has absolutely nothing to do with what I said. The immature comment just shows your bedroom life is probably shittier than mine. Get lost. Wow. These two, okay. But then he did get him. And then, but Matt Shads respond back to that and says, overly aggressive to a purposely horrible joke. Sounds like someone has some repressed sexual frustration.
Oh, man.
Wow. Kern?
Is a referee needed? Because I got my stripes.
Right? Kern Whiteman, he said, should just be Morrow and Graves across the board. No, you don't like that comment?
Corey Graves is just so hyped. He's extra hype, bro.
Not just extra hype, but it's too much with him. Too much. Jasmine, she says she is so freaking corny. Mike Braddock, he said, is this the same guy from before? Is it?
It seems like it.
Jesus, he's responding. Yeah, he's saying the same thing. He said the same thing on this one. Renee needs to be replaced. I can't stand listening to for 3 hours. She brings nothing to the table. She's the Percy Watson of Raw. He's really trying to get his point across. I'm assuming. Jesus. Andrew Tester. Or Tester?
Isn't he the POV champion?
Oh!
He is.
He is.
So we'll call him Tester. All right,
Feaster.
He says, she's all over the place. They all are. Why can't we just have a good old-fashioned heel and face commentary team? I agree with him because they can't make up their mind. Jay Havel, he says, I don't know whether it's her fault or Vince in her ear. He could be right. Vince loves to do that. Ronald Morin Jr., he says, I have nothing against her, but she is horrible at commentary. Phil Few, he says, maybe they should just think about replacing her with Beth Phoenix. She did a good job at the Mae Young Classic. Renee just doesn't feel natural and tries too hard.
From worst to worst. How?
I like Beth Phoenix.
Let's replace crap with crap. Like, what? Beth Phoenix. Yo, Beth Phoenix replace Renee Young is like putting 20 pounds of crap in a 10-pound bag. Come on.
Wow, Rick.
Wow.
Jesus.
She's terrible. Beth Phoenix, she doesn't say anything. I'd rather hear, a million times than...
No, I'd rather hear Beth Phoenix. At least she knows the business. At least she knows the moves. At least she can respond to the moves. You know, you got exactly what everybody's been saying about Renee saying, or come on. She can't make up her mind.
But you know what the thing is? There's only one other person that probably agrees with you, and that's Josh Sanders. And that's because he's jealous that she gets to sleep with Edge every night.
That's true. That is true. Daniel Fryer responded to Phil Few and said, Phil Few, that's what I said, and fire Corny Graves. Oh, wait, no. Corny Corey. Oh, damn. Wow. You can't be writing shit like that, man. That messes me up. Alex Guerrero, he says she contributes nothing to the booth other than being female. Nothing wrong with the women in wrestling commentary. However, she's just not very good. I agree. Adam Munster. It is Munster. Munster. Look at that. He says they should put Charlie in commentator booth instead.
Wait, what?
She's miles better than Renee.
No, what?
She's better looking than Renee.
Hey.
Come on, man.
I'm seeing Charlie backstage with all her interviews. And the way she asks her questions, it's like, that's just some terrible, some terrible script writing right there.
I agree.
The way she asks her questions, it just sounds so forced.
Yeah. Who? Charlie?
Charlie.
Oh, no. Elio.
What?
No. He's like, wait. What's going on here? What did I say? No. I'd rather see Charlie than Renee in the booth. Actually, that should be another poll, but too many Renees. All right. Daniel Fryer, he said, she's dumb. They should replace her with Beth. And did he say this too? Yeah. It's the same comments. Why do they keep repeating that shit?
They're not responding to me, guys. I gotta do it again.
I guess that's probably why. That has to be why. Anyway, all right. So the poll results are 58% said yes, put her in the book. So, and with 42% said no. So
close. That's too close.
That's That's nearly half of the people are saying, "Wow, I'm shocked by it. I really am." So, what should we call it? Renee's
commentary.
Renee's commentary.
All right, we'll call it. I'm trying to think of something clever. Damn. All right,
I'm sorry Bite TV shut down because she could have just gone back to Bite TV.
Yeah.
That's a channel we have up here.
Yeah, no, I heard she did. I heard she did
foreign stuff. Come on, man.
I mean, I heard she did do very well.
It's on Good TV. I used to watch it. The program on there was just.
Oh, that's a Canadian thing, huh?
Oh, were you watching it when you were eating your moose burgers and your donuts?
And your Charlie Hortons. Wait, was it Tim Hortons? That's what it is.
Yeah, Tim Hortons.
Wow. All right. Oh, Miguel's back. Thank you. All right, so let's go. Fader. Jesus Christ. Hater comment of the week was
83% that voted for Taz.
All right, so all right, Miguel, do the honors for that one.
Hater alert! Elio Canella.
God, I'm not winning 83%. Don't do that to 84%.
There's nothing you can do about it. He already made his mind up.
This is true. That is true.
But with that being said, Renee's commentary, you just made the book!
There we go. All right, so now let's go into the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. Oh, Big E! Don't you dare be sour! Clap as it is your 33rd birthday and feel the power!
Damn. Wait, 33?
Yeah, so it's Big E's birthday, guys, if you didn't get that.
Yeah, sure. Now, you guys really want to hear some crazy shit? Speaking of Big E, you know how do you know how much he makes in the WWE?
How much, Tony?
How much?
$500,000 a year.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
You know who makes the most in WWE?
Triple H?
No.
Who?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah!
$12 million a year.
What?
And guess who's second to that?
Triple H?
No. No. You would think, right? But no. It's John Cena. $8.5 million a year.
Yeah.
And guess who's third?
Triple H?
No. Still not Triple H. I'm going to do the top 5. It's Roman Reigns with $5 million a year.
All right, that's understandable.
It's an active worker at least. All right, and guess who's after that?
Triple H?
Nope. Randy Orton, $4.5 million a year.
That's preposterous.
Yep. And guess who's after that?
Triple H?
Nope. AJ Styles. $3.5 million a year.
And that's worthy.
Yeah, it is. And then it's Seth Rollins at $3 million a year. The Miz is after that at $2.5 million a year.
Wow.
Yes. And then it's Triple H at $2.5 million a year.
The fact that he's in the top 10 is disgusting.
It is disgusting. The Undertaker, $2.5 million a year.
For what?
Exactly. For making 1-2 appearances a year.
For what?
Son of a bitch. I swear to God. Dean Ambrose is at $2 million a year.
What?
Yes. Kevin Owens, he's after that at $2 million a year.
All right.
Dolph Ziggler is after that at $1.5 million a year. Sheamus is after that at $1 million a year.
Okay.
Jeff Hardy is after that at $1 million a year. Yeah. Bray Wyatt is after that at $1 million a year. Finn Balor is after that at $1 million a year. Kane is after that at $900,000 a year.
What?
Yes. The Big Show is after that at $850,000 a year. Samoa Joe is after that at $800,000 a year. Rusev is after that at $800,000 a year. You'll never believe this one. Who comes after that? Take a wild guess. Just throw it out there.
Kurt Hawkins.
Something that's crazy preposterous. Kurt Hawkins. All right, Elio, who you think?
I'm
Wild
gonna
guess.
go with Zack Ryder. I don't know.
No. Sin Cara is after that. He makes, I shit you not, $700,000 a year.
What?
Exactly. Guess who's after that?
Kalisto.
No. Matt Hardy.
Yo.
He makes $650,000 a year.
So Jeff makes more than that?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Luke Harper, he's at $550,000 a year. Eric Rowan is at $550,000 a year. R-Truth is at $550,000 a year. Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Big E, Rhino, Cesaro, Sami Zayn all make $500,000 a year.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You cannot say that WWE isn't a little racist.
Check this out, though. Goldust, he's at $400,000 a year. Shinsuke Nakamura is at $400,000 a year.
Yo.
Man. Wow.
That's insane.
Yo. That's
insane.
I need to say a prayer right now to the Lord and
To
Savior,
the
Cardi
Lord
B.
and Cardi B, exactly.
Alrighty then.
So, guess who makes the same as Shinsuke Nakamura? Take another guess.
Don't say Hulk Hogan.
No. Elio? Take a wild guess. There's two people that makes the same as Shinsuke Nakamura. Two.
Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins.
Nope. It is Heath Slater.
No.
And I swear to God, he makes $400,000 a year.
One half of the team, right? No, I never said Rhino.
No. And Fandango.
He's coming back.
Supposedly, yeah. All right, and the last two. These are the two bottom of the barrels, and you're not going to believe this.
Oh, no.
This one here makes $350,000 a year. Kalisto. Kalisto.
Okay.
And the very last one at $300,000 a year. Take a wild guess, please. Just take a guess.
My Corey Graves.
Nope. Elliot.
Bart Simpson. Or
Bart
Miguel.
Simpson. He probably makes
Just
more than
Illinois Miguel.
Titus O'Neil.
Wow.
Titus O'Neil makes $300,000 a year.
Yo, that means Apollo is below them.
Apollo's got to be below them. Has to be. You know, and that's not even the women's salary either. So I don't know. I got to look that up. So that's just crazy. I came across it. I was like, I got to say this in the air. Wow. But I'm sorry to say though, even at $300,000 a year, WWE pays pretty damn good.
Oh, definitely does.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to dig further and find out these salaries from the women. And I'll say those next week. So go ahead, Rick.
All right. Justin Gabriel turns 38 years old.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mr. Anderson.
Oh, okay.
Turns 43 years old.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he still active? I mean, what's going on?
Who knows?
Now they said that he was gonna do a run with WWE.
When?
Yeah, I heard this like a few months ago. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put my hand on Cardi B. Swear to God.
Ow. Last but not least, Booker T. Tell me you didn't just say that. Booker T. I said, sucker! Turns 54 years old.
Wow. 54.
You gotta speak up.
I said, tell me you didn't just say that, sucker!
Wow. Well, hey, there you go. You want to hear a messed up story? Speaking of Booker T, his brother, as we all know, is Stevie Ray. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what show I heard it on, but anyway, he was telling a story that he said he'd never told before, and that this particular wrestler didn't even know that this happened. But something happened in the ring. It was him, Mick Foley. I think it was Mick Foley and Vader versus Stevie Ray, and I forgot who the other guy was. Something happened in the ring where Vader stiffed Stevie Ray hard, and like Stevie Ray was pissed, and he said straight up, I was pissed. Like, I was ready. I came out of character. You know, I told Vader, you know, because something happened to Vader that it made him wobbly, and he didn't need to be in the ring. Like, he got hit hard, and he didn't need to be in the ring, the way Stevie was trying to explain it. So he's not, you know, like when you can tell somebody's been concussed, they're not in the right frame of mind. And in the wrestling business, you got to be in the right frame of mind, especially in that ring. So something I forgot what the full details was, but something happened with Vader, and he still got it in the ring anyway. He stiffed Stevie Ray, and Stevie Ray got pissed, and he was telling Vader, yo, get the fuck out of the ring. And Vader didn't leave. And then he told him again, yo, you need to get and he fucking stiffed him hard to try to get him out the ring. And Vader was just so stubborn, and no, that's what the fuck you talking about. He goes, you need to step out, dude. You just got like concussed. And he didn't. And he wailed on him again. And
that makes sense.
And Vader kind of like, they were like going toe to toe, and you couldn't tell, he said, but we were really going at it, he said. So he was pissed. So Stevie Ray said that he always carried, I forgot what kind of gun. I don't want to say 22. It wasn't a 22, but it was some kind of pistol he always carried. So he was so pissed off, and he goes, and this is the ghetto part of me that came out. He said when he was in the locker room, he took that gun out, and he had it in his hand, and he wrapped a towel around it. And a lot of people, like he said, a lot of people didn't see it, but a lot of people were on his side and saying, yeah, that was fucked up with Vader and da-da-da. So he knew Vader was going to come in to the locker room and say so. He thought he was ready for him. In other words, like, and he said blatantly that if Vader would have came out his face, he was ready to shoot him. And he said he was going to unload on him. These were his words, that he was going to unload on Vader. But Vader came in and apologized. He goes, dude, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know what was going on. You know, and he said, he apologized, and they were boys after that. They were like really good friends. He goes, but Vader never knew that story, that he was about to shoot him. Ain't that some crazy shit?
Wow.
That's insane.
It is.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's insane.
Well, but
tell me he didn't just say that about my brother on this show. Telling my brother's business, Stevie, we gonna have to go to New Mexico. It ain't that far from Houston.
It really isn't. I love
we about to shucky ducky quack quack on Tony Diaz.
But hey,
can you dig that?
Stevie Ray is the one that came out with it, so I can't. Don't shoot the messenger. So he's the one that made it public, you know, because he said he never talked about it. Actually, he did say Booker T knew about it. Booker T knew about it. But he said, other than that, he goes, he never spoke about it until recently. But he's not the only one that carried a gun. Kamala used to carry a gun in his trunks.
Wow.
Because, and this was a messed up story too, and if you pick up Kamala Speaks, I think he talks about it in the book, written by Kenny Casanova, who's a frequent guest on the show. He actually did Sabu's book. So he might be coming on the show to talk about Sabu's book.
Oh, we're going to have something to talk about.
So now, Kamala, he used to carry a gun in his tights because he said he was afraid of Andre. Because he would fight Andre the Giant, yeah. And there was at times where Andre got out of hand. Same thing. It's almost the same scenario. And he would put the gun in his trunks. That way, if Andre got out of hand, he said he was going to shoot him. And apparently something happened in the ring, and Andre realized he had a gun, and he goes, "No problem, boss, no problem," or some shit like that. I was like, damn, man, these guys are violent.
Yeah.
Wow.
What the hell?
And you know, some people said that Andre was like 7'7". I mean, but if he was to ask your assistant, maybe we figure out how tall Andre really was.
All right, you know what? Let's put her to the test. Let her make her money. Hey Google, how tall was Andre the Giant?
Andre the Giant was 7 feet tall.
Wow.
What? So apparently he wasn't 7'7".
All right. There you go.
Whoa.
Now,
Controversy.
with all that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. It is with a heavy heart that I report of the passing of King Kong Bundy at the age of 61 years old.
Yes.
Unfortunate news. Bundy, I thought, was one of my favorite heels.
He was.
So much character.
And now I got a story. Go ahead, Rick. Finish it.
I'm just saying that he had so much character, and it wasn't just a big man doing big man things. He brought character to the role.
And if
the
you
whole
look it up,
5 count thing was amazing.
It was, and if you look it up, in his earlier days wrestling, he had hair.
Wow.
Yes. Look it up.
What a difference between having hair and his later days.
But you know what? The bald look on him, his girth and everything, he made it work. You know, and I do got stories about him too, you know, because watching him when I was growing up, I was intimidated. I was scared. You know, I was like, damn, this is a big dude.
Yeah.
You know? And I'll never forget the Saturday night main event when he fought against Hogan and him breaking his ribs.
Yep.
You know, that was at the time I was like, wow, oh my God, you know, it's hurt. But anyway, so years passed, and you know, me getting into the wrestling business and stuff like that. One of my first moments, I wrestled for a company called New Breed Wrestling. We were and yeah, this part I got to brag about because I'm proud of it. But we were the #1 independent wrestling organization in the whole United States. So scouts were coming at us, and that's how we all got our big breaks in the business, you know. So anyway, so one of the first shows, not for me, but it was like one of the first New Breed Wrestling shows. King Kong Bundy was on that show.
Nice.
And he actually frequented a lot of our shows because he saw the popularity that we were having. So he always frequented on our show. Now, one of the stories I tell you, and for me, and I gotta call out Conan and Disco Inferno because they're saying that TNA was the first ones to do a reverse battle royal, and they weren't. Honestly, we were, and I'll put it. I gotta find a YouTube video of it, and I will put it up so that way, and it has the date and the year of when this happened. So anyway, so we're in the back of the locker room, and Kenny Casanova, he was his manager, and he continued to manage them for a very long time. And when this news came out, Kenny was pretty much devastated. You know, it hit him hard, and he's managed a lot of people. So, but anyway, so in the locker room, there's King Kong Bundy, and he's sitting there. And let me tell you something: the way he was in the ring, the way his character was, he was like that in the locker room. You were afraid of this dude. But of course, Kenny Casanova, the jokester that he was, always messed with King Kong Bundy. Mm-hmm. Like he would, I got stories for days on the things that he's done to this man, and all you hear is King Kong Bundy. Damn it, Kenny, get over here! He would try to beat the shit out of Kenny any chance he got in the locker room. So hysterical funny. So anyway, that night, King Kong Bundy was fighting a guy named Primo Carnera III.
My cousin.
Yeah, exactly. But he, I think he was a second generation wrestler. One of his, I think his grandfather was in the wrestling business, and for a long time. But anyway, Primo Carnera III, if you look him up, this dude was a monster. He was 7 foot tall. He was actually ended up in ECW as with the FBI. I don't know if you guys remember.
Hey, full-blooded Italians.
Full-blooded Italians. You guys remember? But you remember the big tall guy that, what's his name? He used to be on his shoulders.
Not Sally.
No. I don't
Carmine.
No. I don't remember. But anyway.
Not Joey.
No, not Joey. But
Nunzio.
Nunzio, that's who it is. He used to be...
I went through my Rolodex of Italian names.
I saw that. Yeah, the Italian side came out of you. But but he used to come on his... He used to put it on his shoulders. He used to have him on his shoulders. So anyway, I know, that was disgusting.
Coming on his shoulders.
Oh, that's disgusting. Not on that end. Anyway, but the main event was King Kong Bundy and Primo Carnera III. Now, Primo Carnera was known for being really, really stiff in the ring. He's another one. And because he thought, because of his girth and whatever. But King Kong Bundy didn't play that shit. So there was something that happened where he really hit Bundy in the chest. And Bundy went down. He went down hard. And the ref is still a good friend of mine till this day. He told me that he went up to Bundy. He was like, dude, you all right? You know, he really stiffed you there. He goes, I'm going to kick his ass. Like, Bundy was pissed. So what ended up happening, Bundy was stiffing his Primo back. And they did a suplex, both of them, off the top rope. And they broke the ring. The ring collapsed. So the featured main event was supposed to be a battle royal. So what ended up happening was the powers that be from New Breed Wrestling said, no, we're still doing this battle royal. And we're like, how? The ring is broke. Like, it literally, with them two landing on it, broke everything. There was no way to fix it, nothing. So the promoter for New Breed came up with the reverse battle royal. And the object is, you know, and on top of that, it was no rules reverse battle royal. So you got hit with everything and anything that, you know, that you can get hit with. Tony DeVito from the Baldies in ECW. I don't know if you remember him.
Yep.
He smacked me in the face with a fucking ironing board so hard.
Damn.
I swear to God. He hit me so hard that I ended up flipping over the railing into the crowd, and I broke this dude's nose.
Oh.
Yeah, this is an older gentleman too. He was probably like in his 60s or something like that. And I felt
your age.
About my age, yeah, fuck you. So, you know, I was nervous and I was afraid, but I didn't know what happened until after the match, you know, because I was like, you know what, it's on. So I took wet floor sign and I just started wailing people with it. So I didn't find out till after the show that this guy got hit in the nose and he got rushed to the emergency room and stuff like that. So I went, you know, make sure he was okay. And the answer that he gave me, it really confirmed to me how the fans were back in the day. I went up and I said, dude, I apologize. I just didn't know, you know, he hit me so hard. And Tony DeVito really hit me hard. And my intention wasn't to fly over the railing like that. It really wasn't. I was just going to hang there, but he just hit me so hard, the momentum flew me over. And I told him that. I said, and then he goes, dude, you just made my whole entire life. This thing, he's pointing at his nose. He goes, it just confirms how much of a wrestling fan I am. And you guys got a friend for life. So I was happy to hear that because I was afraid for the lawsuit and everything. But he ended up getting lifetime seats for New Breed Wrestling. So he attended every single one of them, and he was a big fan. So that's my story with King Kong Bundy, Tony DeVito, and the Baldies. All that shit, all wrapped up into one. Okay?
All right.
Don't ask me for no more stories today.
All right. I mean,
I do got another story though. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah. So 205 Live Tony Lorcan made his 205
pay-per-view points game.
Tony Lorcan made his 205 Live debut against Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo.
See,
you know what? You like saying that name.
Take a drink every time someone says that name.
I know, right?
Humberto Carrillo.
Related to Cardi B?
I mean, I don't know. Alrighty then.
Elio, that was a program.
I know. I mean, we did it like 4 times already. That's all the news I have.
Serious?
On to rumors.
That's all the news.
I mean, the show is going long.
That's all right. All right, so now on to rumors. It's being rumored that a potential match for WrestleMania is going to be John Cena versus Samoa Joe, Randy Orton versus AJ Styles.
Oh my God! What?
Serious?
Heavens to Murgatroyd! I would have never figured that one out.
Jesus Christ. Don't say so.
It took AJ Styles 15 years to get to the WWE.
You know, that was a cold diss, man.
Wow.
All right, and the final rumor, Brutus the Barber Beefcake is rumored to be going into the Hall of Fame.
Yo, is this the year where they just say, Tom, Dick, and Harry, it's your turn to go in?
You don't think Brutus the Barber Beefcake deserves to go into the Hall of Fame?
Listen, I know he's a good friend of the show and everything, but I do not believe that him, Coco Beware, Hillbilly Jim, none of them. Come on, man.
That's insulting, Rick.
Not even as the Dream Team with Greg Valentine?
That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, I'm not as old as you guys.
But we grew up with those guys.
Exactly.
Greg Valentine.
Listen, no.
Yes, he does, Rick.
No. I grew up with the guy with the hedge clippers who walk into the ring. You guys are talking about a fantasy world in which he was an actual wrestler and not just a barbershop owner.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for Brutus Barbershop, that whole incident with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty would have never
So put Jannetty in! Because without Jannetty, Brutus doesn't get his window broken and never gets mentioned again.
All right.
But I love you, Brutus. Thank you for the shout out on our 100th episode.
He gave us a shout out for our 100th episode, man. And
so did Kurt Angle. He was a good buddy of ours.
He's a good buddy of mine. Not yours, mine.
Oh, sorry. But he did mention I was a better champion than you, so.
That's because, we put him in the. I put him in the book. That's what.
All right. Time for the injury report. Serious injury. Tommaso Ciampa, man.
What happened?
I don't know. No one knows.
Well, you're reporting it. You should know.
I'm reporting that he's gonna.
He's having neck surgery.
Oh,
he's having neck surgery, and he's out for. Forever, apparently, it's going to be.
He's going to be out for a long time.
The Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, NXT Championship,
done.
This is why you do not put the same guys doing everything.
Yep.
I.e. Ricochet and Aleister Black. Mm-hmm. Get into that point, guys. Yeah, so, Ciampa, I'm sorry. I hope you get better.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano, you're staying on NXT because you're about to become champ, son.
Right? Honestly, though, I don't want to see Johnny Gargano as NXT champion. I don't.
Nah.
I really don't. He's awful. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like him, but all right, let me retract. He's okay as a wrestler. He does throw good matches. He doesn't do it for me. For me, he overacts. He oversells. That's my problem with him. Just like Dawson.
Oh, he's an overseller.
He's an overseller.
Oh, got you.
Yes.
That's just terrible. All right, so that is it for the injury report. Tony, I think it's about time to get raw.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get into Raw notes. It opened up with Roman Reigns telling Seth Rollins he wants to reunite with the Shield one more time. Dean Ambrose came out, but it was hitting the back of the guitar by Elias.
So he was hitting the
back with a guitar by Elias.
Got you.
Damn, man, I was trying to speed things up. I just talked about a 10-minute segment in less than 30 seconds, and you just fucked it up.
Sorry.
Get it right.
Stop yelling at me.
Get it
Stop
right.
Yelling.
Jesus. All right. He did. I'm talking to my dog right now because she's just staring at me because she wants a treat. I'm sorry. Oh, here she comes. All right, so now Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and Baron Corbin defeated Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, and Kurt Angle. After the match, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But after the match, they ended up beating the fuck out of them. That was it. Natalia, she defeated Ruby Riott.
Killing Ruby Riott.
They're killing Ruby. What the fuck, man?
And I think they're disbanding that group soon because they keep talking about how Ruby Riott is on a streak of losing and everything. So I think Ruby's done with the squad. They're going to start calling them the squad, by the way.
Really?
When Ruby leaves. No, I think so. That's my opinion. That's my POV.
Okay. Well, damn. Oh, shit. Calm down. Jesus. You got all offended?
I mean, I think it's all this Cardi B talk. It's just all this Cardi B talk. It's just my attitudes and all that stuff is just coming out.
I think Ruby could do good on her own as future champion.
I think so too. I I agree with you there, Elio. Thanks for chiming in, by the way.
Thank you. We didn't ask. Thank you.
Damn! Why you getting on Elio?
POV to counter Rick's POV.
There you go. Whoa. There you go, Rick.
He just pulled the POV counter. Well, you know what, Tony? I'm pulling out the POV counter.
What?
What is that? What is even that, Mr. Rick? That's just so stupid.
Jesus. God. Cardi B, can you do something about this show? Wow. Anyway, where was I? Oh, Batista. Batista did a Instagram video. I loved it. I'm sorry.
That was great.
I loved it.
That was good.
But Triple H's promo. But the thing of it is, Triple H can do a good promo. This one here was just terrible.
Richard Flair.
But he was also talking like Flair had passed.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. I'm like, dude. But then towards the end, though, he did pick it up. And then he did the normal Triple H promo that I was expecting.
But it was so obvious. You wanted my attention. He said that about 3 times throughout the promo.
Yeah.
You got it. He was just waiting. He was just waiting for that. Yeah. He was like, you wanted my attention? Well, Richard Flair, blah, 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 blah. You wanted my attention? Well, Charlotte Flair, blah, blah. You wanted my attention? Well, you got it.
Now, this is what's weird. Now, well, not weird, but next week, they're in Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. The Pittsburgh crowd is in the book. So, people of Pittsburgh, hear me now. Y'all better pick up the pace. Because I'm telling you right now.
Tell them.
You know what? I'm going to call this right now. I'm going to make the call.
Say it.
That if the Pittsburgh crowd don't pick up next week, they're going to be in the lifetime part of the book.
What?
They have to. Because, come on, man. Y'all been on the book for so long.
Yep.
It's time. Sorry.
Yep.
It had to be said. Anyway, I love the promo with Batista and Triple H. Triple H could have done more, but he picked it up towards the end. Stephanie McMahon announced that Becky Lynch suspended has been lifted, and that Lynch will face Charlotte Flair for the yeah.
They gotta check Stephanie McMahon out, man. I'm concerned she may be bipolar. The way she goes back and forth.
When we go to the main event, we'll talk more about that. But no, I agree with you. Then it was the gauntlet match. Heavy Machinery versus the B Team. Then the Ascensions and Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Not in that order, I know. But, okay, sure. You know what? I kind of dig Heavy Machinery. I do. I like the other dude. He's kind of funny. But they need to...
Tucker sucks. Otis is good.
Now wait.
Tucker's not even heavy.
Tucker's the tall one though.
No, Tucker's the tall one, and Otis is the
him. I like Otis. He goes, hey, Tucky, and then he makes no sense. And it reminds me of a lot of my wrestling days where I met a lot of guys that acted like Otis.
Otis is kind of showing a little character.
And it is. That's a good character. Yeah, I like it.
He showed a little character. It's Tucker that's...
But Otis's character is more or less like, a lovable character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But,
like Chris Farley.
Like Chris Farley, exactly. I think it's funny, but let's just give him some time. But anyways, they won the whole thing. Good for them.
The whole Mamma Jamma.
They won that. Yeah, exactly. The whole Mamma Jamma. Anyway, Elias, he defeated Dean Ambrose. And then after the match, Roman and Seth tried talking some sense into him to reunite with the Shield. The attack happened with Lashley, Corbin, and McIntyre. At the end of it, the Shield is back. So, now I'm going to throw this question at you guys. I know we're running really, really late, and we haven't even taken a pause yet, but I have to ask this question because I am a fan of the Shield. But I'm getting tired of the reunion thing.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about this? Now, now, let me throw this at you this way. Do you think that this is the last time they're going to do this, being that Dean Ambrose is scheduled to leave soon?
So, Dean is not leaving. Roman is going to SmackDown. Dean and Seth are going to stay on Raw. Seth is going to own Raw because he's going to get the Universal title, and Roman will be chasing the WWE title. Book it right now. Fact.
No, so why are we having the Shield reunion then?
Yo, that's not gentlemanly.
He's kind of right.
They're having the reunion because they're trying to swerve you. Oh, Dean is leaving, guys. That's why he's doing it.
They do like the reunion somewhat, but
it's getting too much though.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought your name was Elio, not Mark.
Oh, damn. Wow. You're taking quite the beating here. But, Elio's holding his own. You better watch out, Rick.
Yes. He's been on the show too many times.
Exactly. I think he knows by now. But anyway, no, for me, I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it. But I think this needs to be the last time they get together.
Yes.
If there's going to be a turn in place, it's like first it was Seth, then it was Dean. Now this time maybe it'll be Roman. Who knows? But it needs to be done. This is the last time they got to do it. Seriously, it's getting too much. Tamina, she defeated Sasha Banks. So what does that tell you? That they're retaining at Fastlane.
I mean, I didn't want to say anything.
So this match I liked. It was for the Raw Tag Team Championship, the Revival versus Aleister Black and Ricochet. They won by DQ. By DQ because Bobby Roode and Chad Gable interfered. Now, looks like they're going to turn heel. No? Yeah?
Yeah, that's what it looked like on Monday.
Yeah.
It looked like, because that's usually a heel move there.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll see what happens this weekend. And finally, Stephanie McMahon. She brought out Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch to the ring so Lynch could sign a harmless agreement. They're just making shit up as they go along. Making the Fastlane match official, meaning, as I said earlier, that if Becky wins, she'll be added to the triple threat match, right? No, sorry.
So why win the Rumble?
No.
Why make her win the Rumble?
Exactly, right? That makes no sense. But to answer what you were saying earlier, Rick, about Stephanie, she's definitely bipolar. Yeah, it's like, make up your mind. But the angle that they went and did this, I kind of like, all right, well, as long as they stick with it. Like, if next week all of a sudden she's a heel, then I'm going to be like, you know what, this is stupid. But for this purpose, I liked it because obviously this was a Ronda Rousey heel turn. Her coming to the ring and saying, give me my belt back, bitch. And she went all ghetto and shit. And she cut probably one of her best promos.
Yeah.
So as a heel, I'm assuming they need to keep her heel so she can keep cutting these promos. Because I heard Paul Heyman has been working with her on these promos.
That was a decent promo there.
It was a really good promo. Screw the woo and whatever the hell, the man and her outfit.
Damn the man, screw the woo.
Thank you, Elio.
Better than Google.
It's better than Google. Shit. Anyway. So, Ronda just went crazy and started beating the crap out of Becky, which is fine with me because I like it. They're building this shit up. They're really building it up. So I agree with it. I liked it. I think Ronda redeemed herself this week. I really do. With that being said, I mean, should we take her off the book with this promo or wait another week?
No. A broken clock is right twice a day.
That's true. That is true.
Yo, that's a silencer right there.
That was, it made me thought to Cardi B and say, wow. Anywho, that is your Raw notes, people. All right, we have to take a really quick commercial break or a pause or whatever we've been calling these things lately.
That means Mr. Tony has to take a poopy.
That too. So when we come back, we are going to talk SmackDown Breakdown, NXT POV, and the WWE Wrestling POV Fastlane Pay-Per-View Points Game. We'll be right back.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The Wrestling POV podcast and Wrestling POV Global is affiliated with the collarandelbowbrand.com. Make sure you go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using the promo code WPOV. 10%, guys, using promo code WPOV. They got nice shirts. They got hats. They got flannels. They have it all, even bags and sunglasses. You don't want to miss out. You help support your local indie wrestlers, but most importantly, you support the best wrestling podcast of all time, Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global. Once again, ColorNumberBrand.com. Use promo code WPOV. It is now time for the SmackDown Breakdown!
Are you ready? Break it down! Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down.
All right, so SmackDown opens up.
Alright.
Yeah, alright. Because it opens up with Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan.
I didn't realize how big Eric Rowan is.
Well, how big is he?
He's got
Let's
some
ask Google.
Hey, Google, how big is Eric Rowan in WWE?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that, but I'm always
messed
learning.
up.
Yeah,
don't know who Eric Rowan is?
Elio, how big is Eric Rowan?
Well, let's take a look.
He's Googling it
I'm sure he's over 6 feet.
I heard he was close to 7.
Oh, Lord.
I was either 6 or 7 feet tall.
I heard he was close to 7 foot.
He's huge.
Like
well, wow.
6'8" maybe? 6'9"? That's big.
I mean, what's huge, Elio? I mean, not there's anything wrong with
Hey,
it.
what are we talking about here?
I don't know.
Yes, he's taller than Luke Harper.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well,
That's disgusting.
that's just nasty. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So Daniel Bryan comes out. I'm not going over these promos. Kevin Owens comes out and just basically says, "Yo, I'm gonna stun your ass."
That's it.
And that's it. He comes in the ring and he gets face. What is that move called by Eric Rowan?
I don't
A
know.
face slam?
It's got to be a face slam. Oh, Jesus. Apparently somebody didn't like it.
I mean, come on, of all the things you could have said.
It's true.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Then we have The Miz versus Jey Uso. This promo, again, I kind of like the Usos, but Miz and Shane are just terrible.
They're ruining it. And I hate to say it because, as many of you know, I am a Miz fan now. But this is getting now. Let me ask you a question though. Do you think it's Shane McMahon?
It's both of them, and you know what? And it's both with an F.
Both.
Because,
why you say both of them?
You
Both.
and me have now eclipsed each other. I was a Miz fan. You hated the Miz. I hate the Miz now, and you love the Miz.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
it's just I'm done with him. It's just. Hey, you Shane McMahon! You Shane McMahon! Shane McMahon!
Wait a minute now. What if he turns heel this weekend?
If he's talking like this! No, he's not! You Shane McMahon!
Maurice, come over here!
Hey, another TV show!
I like that, Maurice! Oh,
Marie! Come
that was
on!
good, Maurice. Let's go for round 2.
Come on! Terrible.
Because I was awesome!
Awful. The Miz beat Jay. or Jimmy, whichever one he did.
Whichever one they were.
Yeah, R-Truth has another U.S. Open challenge, but this time Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio, Cien Almas, not Andrade, all come out. Yo, this was a great match.
Yeah,
they tore it down, bro. Mm-hmm. And Samoa Joe is a U.S. champ.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
That was a big surprise.
You know what happened? Black History Month ended.
It's ended. Yeah, we're in March now, so this is Samoan Heritage Month.
Yeah.
I still don't understand this whole R-Truth saying John Cena was my idol growing up. I looked up to him. Truth is older.
Meanwhile, Truth is older. Jesus.
Yeah. Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar. Why are we having this match?
I don't know. To be honest,
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. But they're overworking them.
They are, and they're gonna get hurt. And I didn't want to say it.
No. Knock on wood.
Man, yeah.
No, seriously, knock on wood, Rick. Oh, thank you.
You got it. Mandy Rose versus Naomi. Mandy Rose wins. Okay. After the match, Asuka attacked Mandy. Okay. Then we had AJ Styles in the back, and he gets interrupted by Randy Orton. Something about 15 years. Okay.
Okay.
That was a big miss.
Rey Mysterio versus Andrade and the Fastlane kickoff show. Okay. Kevin Owens versus Eric Rowan. Kevin Owens wins by disqualification because of Mustafa Ali. Supposed to help him. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then Charlotte came out, cut the same promo she did the night before, and Becky Lynch beat her up. Okay.
We love Cardi
man.
B. I don't know why we do, and I don't know how it's wrestling related.
I still can't do that. I tried though. I do it sometimes.
Wait, Elio, please try right now.
No, feel go.
Do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick it over to Miguel Cole for where you can find us on social media. Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at WrestlingPOV1, on Facebook at WrestlingPOV, and follow me on Twitter at WrestlingPOV. You know, I have everything. I have David Arquette, former WCW champion, who like me. I have Terry Crews, who like me. I have Ryback retweeting my tweet, and I have a a big shout out from my good friend I think this has been overplayed too much. I have nothing else.
Do you have any new names to add to that list?
I'm surprised you didn't say Beef Stroganoff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Beef Stroganoff. It's Byron, Miguel.
A little behind. Jesus Christ. Boy, that's how we roll here.
Yeah. Just call me Butter.
Okay. That's a sophisticated way of saying it. Okay.
Intoxicating.
Bingo!
Oh my God.
Oh man, and you won't believe this. So NXT, we had some interesting stuff happen. Wait, NXT POV, Mamma Mia! Yeah. This was a little spicy on me,
What's going on with the Mamma Mia's, Mike?
We had on NXT, we had a lot of things, different things happening, but not a lot of things happening, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
so we had,
I agree.
Velveteen come out talking about Johnny Gargano. All right, I'm kind of like whatever with that.
True.
Then we had the Dusty Rhodes match where we had Team Do It Yourself win. What are we gonna do with that?
Yeah, I was just wondering because if Tommaso Ciampa is injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so all this pre-recorded stuff, I'm not getting how.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Listen, guys, NXT was bad this week. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. NXT, you guys have anything to say about NXT?
It was bad.
All right.
Terrible. That's
it was bad.
All
right. Terrible. Yeah.
All
right. Well, that's all I got. That's it. We're going to wrap that up. Now it's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly of WWE. Tony, please.
All right. Well, for me, I don't know. Like, I love the segment on Raw with Ronda. I thought that was good because it was a heel turn. And that was the Ronda Rousey that I wanted it to see. You know what I'm saying? On SmackDown, the match that just killed it was for the U.S. Championship. And I just love the shock value that Samoa Joe won. NXT did absolutely nothing for me this week. Rick?
All right, the bad has to be my bad Wi-Fi that just totally messed up my whole NXT POV right here. I couldn't even go to the window because it wouldn't load. So,
That's what
the bad this week. The bad this week has to be my Wi-Fi. But on top of that, NXT did actually suck. I just don't have the proof in the pudding to say how bad it really was. But definitely NXT as a whole was just bad. Elio, the ugly of WWE this week.
The ugly, For Raw, just Stephanie McMahon's whole decision making.
Yeah, it made her look like a coward.
SmackDown, I don't know, Daniel Bryan, the whole Daniel Bryan promo, and his promos are just awful.
Yeah.
And for NXT was just terrible all over, top to bottom.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, with that being said, it's now the good, the bad, and the ugly of WWE comes to a wrap. It is now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been getting closer and closer. We're getting closer to WrestleMania. We're going to crown a winner. Right now, Raw is ahead 12 to NXT's 10 to SmackDown's 8. Wow. Guys, the fans vote every Thursday on our Facebook page at Wrestling POV. You guys get to vote using the like button, the thumbs up for SmackDown. The Raw is the heart, and NXT is the smiley face. You fans voted. You voted in favor of Raw, 45% to SmackDown, 36% to 18% for NXT. Listen,
wow.
I don't know. NXT's definitely out of it.
Yeah, and for me, honestly, comparing the shows to last week's shows were so much better.
Yes.
For me, this and after watching NXT, for me, I'm like, all right, well, it comes down to Raw or SmackDown. Which one was better? I don't think none of them were better. Seriously.
Isn't this usually the way it is? Like with the shows before the pay-per-view, they're not...
The go-home shows.
They're not as good.
No. And you think they would be.
Even the fallouts.
You think they would be. I mean, the only thing that, like I said earlier, with the good, bad, and the ugly, for me, I love the heel turn from Ronda. That and her beating the crap out of Becky, and on SmackDown the United States Championship match. Those are the only two that stuck out for me. So it's kind of hard for me to decide. But here's a little side note too, just to let y'all know that incident that happened on the last pay-per-view. What was it? Elimination Chamber, the last pay-per-view. That match where Becky Lynch came in with the crutch and started beating the shit out of them. Yep. Ronda told her to hit her as hard as she could. That's why Ronda ended up with that little gash in her head. Yeah. Ronda told Becky, hit me as hard as you could. Because she wanted the realism of it, So, that's my dog, sorry. But, yeah, she wanted the realism of it. All right, so now going back. Like I said, for me, I was just going to wait for the fans' vote and side with them. That's all I can do. Because I don't think one was better than the other, in my opinion. So if it ends up in a tie, just go with the fans.
All right, yeah, and that's very political of you, Tony. But however, I think me and Elio are from the same cloth. And for me, I'm going SmackDown because I'd rather a great match over a good promo any day. So SmackDown for me got it this week. Elio?
Well, that championship match, the U.S. Championship match was great. The Raw had the promo, but SmackDown had that U.S. Championship match.
So who you voting for?
I have to give it to SmackDown.
Ow! Mamma mia!
Jesus.
And Cardi B. Ow. So it is now Raw with 12, NXT with 10, and SmackDown with 9. Jesus, man. It is getting closer and closer every week. Tony, speaking of time, it is now time for the best game in the world.
It's not that.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. That's right. All right, so it is time for the Wrestling POV WWE Fastlane Pay-Per-View Points Game!
Hooray!
Oh, thank you. All right, so to break it down, if you are new to the show, basically what you got to do is you got a certain amount of points for each match. Some are worth 5 points, some are worth 10 points, but we had added some stuff to it. Which is the number one thing we added was the Spanish announce table. So basically, it's 3 points only, but you have to say either it's going to be destroyed or it's not going to be destroyed. So if you pick that it's going to get destroyed, guess what? You get the 3 points. But if you say no and it does, you lose 3 points, man. You don't want to lose points in this game. And that's what everybody's got to understand. You do lose points. Okay, the championship matches, they're all worth 10 points with the added stipulation of you have to pick what happens. Is it going to be a pin? Is it going to be a submission? Is it going to be a count out, a DQ? And those are worth 3 points. Now, the also added stipulation is the no contest, meaning nobody won. If you pick no contest, you cannot pick a winner. Understand that. But the only thing good about picking a no contest is that if you win, you get 3 points because more than likely you'll be the only one to pick no contest while everybody else loses their points. But you'll gain 3 points over everybody else. So, hey, that's what happens. But if a no contest doesn't happen, you lose 13, don't you, Rick?
Yes, sir.
You lose the 13 points because of the 10 points for the game. So keep in mind of that, people. Okay, the rest, like I said, they're 5-pointers. So if you say that Rey Mysterio is going to be Andrade Cien Almas and you want to wager all 5 points, by all means, go ahead. I'm not forcing you not to, but you got to realize that if Rey Mysterio does not win, you get -5 to start the game. Okay, so I like to call this a little warm up to the WrestleMania pay-per-view points game, which is going to be a lot of points. And of course, the grand prize, if you win the whole shebang, you can pick either a $50 gift card or you can pick the Wrestling POV box. And nobody knows what's in this box. Okay, it can be Miguel Cole's snot tissue in there. It could be his shavings. It can be him giving you the finger. Or it can be something really worthwhile, worth more than $50, like a t-shirt, free t-shirt. It could be an autographed picture. It can be an action figure. It could be a poster. It can be anything that's wrestling related. You don't know that. So that's why we're doing this let's make a deal type thing. So if you go for the $50 guaranteed $50 gift card, that's what you get. But if you pick the Wrestling POV box, you do not get the $50 gift card. Just keep that in mind, okay? So, the Wrestling POV Global crew, the Global boys, the Global guys, they're having their very first pay-per-view points game. What is it called again?
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing. Why do I always forget it? Jesus. It's Double or Nothing, the AEW pay-per-view, their first pay-per-view, and it's their first pay-per-view points game. So who will be the first ever champion for Wrestling POV Global? And guess what? They're even doing a prize too. First place prize is a $50 gift card. So you can, and they're all like almost back to back kind of. So looking forward to it. So I'm making an early prediction that I am going to be the first ever Wrestling POV Global Champion. So I'm just putting that out there. Go ahead, Rick.
Just to clarify one thing, were you talking about the no contest as -10?
Yes.
-13? No, it's only -3.
It's only -3. Okay, that's what I thought. But, okay, so if you say you go 10 points and you pick Rey Mysterio, let's just say if Rey Mysterio was 10 points, and you pick Rey Mysterio to win, you pick 10 points, and then you say, submission, and then it ends up being Andrade that wins, you lose 13 points. That's where the 13 points come from. So, but if you guess it right, you gain 13 points. So you guys got to play this smart. A lot of people don't, and no matter what happens, every damn game, somebody always maxes out. Somebody always maxes out. Sometimes it's me. Anyway, all right. So, all right, we ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go Elio, Rick, and then me. So, the kickoff show, we have Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas with Selena Vega. This is only 5 points. So, Elio, who do you got?
I'm going with Rey Mysterio.
Ooh. How many points?
I'm going to go with 3.
3? All right. Baller. All right, Rick.
I'm going Mr. 619, 5 points.
Damn. I'm also going with Rey Mysterio. He's been losing lately, so this is his redemption thing. So we'll see what happens. But I think Rey's going to win it. All right. Up next, and mind you, people, these are not in order, so don't shoot the messenger. I just found it on the website and I put it on paper. The Shield versus Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and Bobby Lashley. This is only 5 points. Rick?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going with... Damn you! I'm going with the Shield, 2 points.
Wow. All right. I'm also going with the Shield, but I'm going 5 points. Elio?
I'm going with the Shield, 5.
Shield, 5 points? Okay. Up next, it is for the match that if Becky Lynch wins, she'll be added to the Wrestling POV, right? Imagine that. She'll be added to the WrestleMania pay-per-view. Jesus Christ. I keep thinking about the game. She'll be added to the match at WrestleMania. So, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. This is only a 5-pointer. Obviously, Becky's winning it. So, I'm going Becky, 5 points. Elio?
Yep, Becky, 5 points.
All right, Rick?
No contest!
Oh.
What?
I'm going no contest.
No contest is only for the
Oh yeah.
for the
See,
championship.
we're all backwards today. I'm going disqualification.
What?
And the winner of the match will be Becky by DQ.
You can't pick a step.
Oh my God.
This is only 5 points.
Becky.
How many points?
5 points. 5 points.
But you know what? I have a feeling that Ronda's going to interfere in this match. I really do. I think she's going to interfere in this match. And
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, so up next, it is for the Women's Tag Team Championship, Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Nia Jax and Tamina. This one is 10 points with the step, Rick. All right, who's it on? Elio?
Yes.
All right, so who you got, Elio?
I'm going to Sasha and Bayley, 8 points.
Yeah, Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rick. Well, wait, what's your step?
Oh,
Wait, you went 8 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't even done any of my stipulations.
No, this is the step.
This is the first one.
This is the first one.
We're all backwards, guys. Come on.
I didn't get it right. No, the rest of the matches from here on out.
Submission.
Oh, really?
Submission for this one, yeah.
So you went 8 points, though, right?
Yeah.
All right, 8-point submission. Yeah, the rest of the matches, they all have to step, just so you know. Because the rest of them are are championship matches. All right, Rick?
I'm going with Sasha and Bayley, pinfall, 9 points.
Wow.
Actually, submission.
Sub?
Yes.
Really? All right. I'm going with Sasha and Bayley. I'm going pinfall, 9 points. That's what I'm going with. Yeah, because after Tamina honestly beating Sasha, I'm like, alrighty then. All right, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, the Usos versus Shane McMahon and The Miz. This one's 10-pointer with a stip. So, who's it on, Rick?
I'm going with the Usos 10 points pinfall.
Oh.
There's no way.
Yeah.
No way you put the belts back on them.
No, God, Jesus. All right, it's on me. Yeah, I'm also... Oh, shit. Damn, I wrote the wrong one down. Shame on me. I'm going to the Usos because I think something's going to happen, and they're going to lose. And there's going to be a pin, too. So I'm going 10 points pin. Elio. Jesus, I got this all... I'm all messed up today.
Usos 10 points pin.
10 pin. All right. I'm trying to write all this down. Normally, Mimi's the one that writes all this down. All right, so the next matchup is the Revival versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus Ricochet and Aleister Black. This one is a 10-pointer with a step for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Who's it on me?
It's on you.
It's on me? All right, I'm going with the Revival. I think they're going to retain because they've been losing a lot. I'm going 7 points pin. So,
all right,
Elio.
I'm going...
No, Elio.
Oh, Elio, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going with the Revival 7 points pin because they've been losing so much, and then they finally give them the belts, and they still make them lose.
Exactly, right? All right, yeah. Rick?
I'm going with the Revival 10 points pinfall.
Damn.
Oh, Mimi! I listen up. I think the pills are working. They're all flustered right now. I think we're finally gonna win the title for you.
Jesus Christ!
They're talking nonsense right now.
See, it's a collusion.
It is, right? All right, this is for the Women's SmackDown Championship. Asuka versus Mandy Rose. Elio, who do you got? This one has a stick too.
Rose.
What? Really? How many points?
I'm gonna go with 5.
5. All right. What's the step?
Pinfall.
Pin?
Yeah.
Damn, Rick.
Mimi, I think I gave Elio too much. He just picked Mandy Rose.
Wow.
Oh, God. I'm going Oscar. 1,000,000 points. Submission.
Oh, you're going submission, huh?
Yeah.
It's a 10-point submission?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm like George. I do the opposite.
Right?
It only worked once for him.
Exactly. All right. For the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus Kevin
Well, who you
Owens.
picking, Tony?
Oh, I'm sorry. I win Oscar 10 points pin.
Okay.
Sorry. For the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens, 10 points with a stick. Rick, it's on you. Who you got?
Oh, man. You know,
There's going to be a lot of things that's going to happen on this match.
there's going to be a lot of things. Kofi and the New Day are going to be there.
Probably.
Bray Wyatt may return.
Luke Harper might jump
Luke
in.
Harper.
But
I'm going.
I got a crazy prediction for y'all when it's my turn. But go ahead.
All right, I'm going Daniel Bryan. 8 points. Pinfall.
Alrighty. Now, this is my predicciones. I think what's going to happen is, shit. You know what? Damn. This just messed me up because I already put who I picked, but now I'm looking at it, and then with my prediction, it's messed me up. But I think this is the return of Sami Zayn. He's going to interfere. So, shit. But he's going to cost Kevin Owens the belt, and them two are going to feud again into WrestleMania. Yeah. Shit. But see, he can. Damn. It is going to be. You know what? I'm sticking to what I wrote. Daniel Bryan's going to win by pin. I'm going 10 points. But I still think that Sami Zayn is going to interfere, and Daniel Bryan obviously is going to. Because in real life, Sami Zayn's a vegan in real life.
Yes.
So what better place to put Sami Zayn than with Daniel Bryan? You know what I'm saying?
And all the redhead.
Exactly.
crap.
So, yeah, I think he's going to interfere. Because I was going to give it to Kevin Owens by DQ. But I think he's going to interfere to make it so that way Daniel Bryan wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm picking a pin. So, yeah, I'm sticking with my guns. Daniel Bryan, 10 points pin. Elio.
Daniel Bryan, 9 points, and then go with submission.
Oh. All right. And finally, is anybody ever going to get this right? The Spanish announce table. Mm-hmm. Will it be destroyed? It's on me, right? I'm saying no.
I'm sticking to no, man.
I'm sticking to no.
Everybody say no.
It's not until it breaks. I'm gonna keep saying no.
Me too. And then watch when it breaks, we're all gonna be pissed off. Jesus. All right. So that is your WrestleMania. You know what? I gotta get it right. The Fastlane pay-per-view points game. Oh my God! So good luck to everybody. So all right. So let's go quickly into the Wrestling POV's book, where we put the most ridiculous things in the bucket. And if you don't know that by now, I don't know who the hell you are. All right. So we ready?
Yes.
WWE writers.
Stays.
Pittsburgh crowd. Yeah.
Until next week, we'll see.
John Cena's hair don't.
Stays until he fights at WrestleMania.
Tamina's leotard jacket. Definitely
stays until she wins the belts.
And then, Shane McMahon's damn ego. No. It
stays. I mean, come on.
Jesus. I mean, you can't.
You're Shane McMahon.
I know, right? Where was I? Daniel Bryan's fickle. That stays.
Lickle.
Bianca Belair's clipping hair doo-doo.
I think it's time to...
You think so?
I mean, we haven't seen her in God knows how long.
Let's see what happens next week. If we don't see her next week, she's out. Right. Matt Riddle's chancletas.
Hey, Chonklin.
There is still Chonklin. Alicia Fox's indestructible hat.
Wow.
Speaking of...
I think we gotta take her out for that, but put her back in for her drunkenness.
Exactly.
Because she got Double A fired.
She's the reason Double A got fired, y'all. I don't know if you guys heard, but Alicia Fox was at a house show intoxicated. And Arn Anderson still let her wrestle. Vince got word of that, and that's why he fired him. But gave the choice to Alicia Fox to either go to rehab or
quit.
Or I think no, they did tell her to go to rehab, but she just ended up bouncing. So they said she's known to do that too. So all right, so wait, Alicia Fox's, and we'll call it Alicia Fox intoxicating what?
Intoxication.
All right, there we go. We'll call it that. All right, Rick,
All
do the
right.
honors.
Well, Alicia Fox's intoxication. You just made the book.
All righty, Kurt Angle's doo-doo run.
He's still doodling.
Sam Roberts' Chia Pet beard. That motherfucker still says.
We'll see him at the show.
Yeah, if he's shaved this weekend, then he'll come off. All right, the Atkins Lemon Bar.
I mean, it's up to you.
That motherfuckers can stay 1 week. They made me suck it. All right, the Lafayette, Louisiana crowd.
They suck until they come back.
Rhonda's promo skills.
That's up to you.
Let's see what happens next week.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens next week, I say. And the missing mole. Where the hell did Charlotte's mole go?
Which one?
The mole.
I mean, it's gone. You gotta stay.
You gotta stay. And the new entrant into the book, Renee Young's commentary.
It stays.
Definitely
it's terrible.
It's just bad. It's just bad. Terrible. Jesus. All right. That's it for the show, folks. So normally how we end the show is I play a song from my 300 trillion song list on my phone. Yeah, look, swear to God. Yeah, it's all there. I don't play around, man. So I got over 3 trillion songs on my phone, and yes, the gigabytes I have on my phone is more than 3 trillion. So that's how I'm able to have all that room. Yes, I got one. Me and Bill Gates, we're tight. That's how we roll in the Shire.
But you have an iPhone.
Yes.
Bill Gates is Microsoft.
I know. It's top secret. It's top secret. You're not privileged to know that type of stuff, Rick. So anyway, what I do, it's just the way that we just play. It's just a game. Play along. That's how we ride off into the sunset until next week, where we're going to have a new Wrestling POV champion. Who will it be? I don't know. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
the gentleman, Elio Canella,
and the third wheel.
Rick, sorry guys, I don't feel so good.
Oh, Jesus. And our intern,
Miguel Cole! I'm gonna win the title because these guys are interesting, but stupid.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, we ready?
Yes, sir. This is just so fitting on how awful this whole thing has been.
Wow. Is that a sign?
Between the long story, the mid-segments, the mistakes made by me, my Wi-Fi cutting off, this is just a piece de resistance. This is... He's sneezing at the end of the show. Jesus.
It is. I think this is a sign. Heel turn. Watch. It's going to happen.